genius, total celebrity, and stupendous. JT and Low. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is going. Classic Conversations with JT and Low.
You not subscribed to our channel, sir?
He said, is. He said, is. Hey, yo, what's happening, people? Man, it is that time. It's 8:30. It is time for Classic Conversations with JT and Low.
And as you see, the cop not here yet. So we'll start it.
We're going to get this thing going. We're going to get it going anyway, you know what I'm saying? So as we get this thing going, listen, people, if you're looking at us live right now, and especially if you're on your cell phone, there's a little heart that's right over there to the right at the bottom. Hit that heart. And once you hit that heart, those other little icons are going to come up. When those icons come up, I need for you to touch them. And I need for you to keep touching them. And while you're looking at the show, just intermittently, just touch them or just keep touching them. Because when you touch those, it's going to help our
algorithm
go up. Because as I keep telling you, man, you need to get in while it's down here right now. You need to get in right now because soon we're going to be bigger than Shannon. We're going to be bigger. We're going to have our own liquor.
What? In his what?
We're going to have our own liquor and everything.
No, you said you're going to be bigger than his what?
We're going to be bigger than Shannon. We're going to be bigger than Shay Shay.
I thought you said a word. I was like, what the world was that? Okay,
no, we're going to be bigger than Shannon. We're going to be bigger than Shay Shay. We're going to be bigger than that. I'm telling you, man, we're going to have our own liquor and our own cigar. I'm putting it out there right now because I ain't got no other choice.
Man. Speaking to existence, bro.
I ain't got no other choice. I ain't got no other choice but to say this because this is what got to happen. It ain't got to happen. It's gots to happen. You feel me? It's gots to happen. That's what it is. Angelo.
What up, though?
How you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. I like that introduction, man. You know what I mean? But we don't have to be bigger than Shannon. We just, listen. Just give us a little slide. Give us a little piece of that pie. That's all. You know what I mean? Let Shannon be Shannon. Let Ocho be Ocho. And let Classic Conversations be Classic Conversations. You know what I'm talking about? That's all we want, man. But we definitely need y'all help, man.
Yeah.
All we ask you to do is subscribe. We ain't ask for nothing else. We ain't ask for no money. We ain't ask for no donation. We ain't ask for no blood. We ain't ask for your firstborn.
Damn. None
all
of
we
that.
have to do is just hit that subscribe button.
Just hit the button. That's all you got to do, man.
Just do what?
That's all you got to do. Hit the button, man.
I heard we had something, man, new. I just can't wait to hear it live.
Yeah, man. We just need for you to hit the
button. We're gonna hit
button.
tonight.
We need to hit the button. We got that queued up. Yeah, we got it queued up. But I'm telling you, man.
I was so excited. I was so excited when I saw it today.
That's all we need, people. I'm telling you, man. That's all we need.
Hey, but teasing. I know we're gonna talk about it later, but I just had to start off the show with this. I finished Origin.
Oh
my goodness!
I told you. Now we just got to make sure that Ask a Cop does it. Then we're gonna
go
do a show
watch
on it.
Origin.
Yes.
That's all I'm gonna say. Go to Hulu. It's Hulu, ain't it?
Yes.
Hulu.
Yes.
And type in Origin.
Promise you, you're going to learn things that you had no idea about. You might know some of it, but oh my goodness,
the depth of it.
I mean, real deep, real deep. So you know what I'm saying. Go check that out for real. And we're gonna have a show on it, and we want it to be interactive. People, 404-500-1605. Why do I want to say? Why has the number 7 been messing with me all day? The number 7 had, but it's 40. Yeah, there you go. Need to do that too. I have a lot of stuff I'm trying to do. I just got to do something. I still need prayer, people. Y'all ain't doing good enough. I need for y'all to pray harder, please.
Hey, listen, real quick. Did you see? It was a meme the other day. I don't know if y'all saw it, but the the dude put out a thing and said, "I need all y'all to pray with me, man. I'm about to take this testimony. I need everybody to pray for me." Then the second part came back. I guess y'all didn't pray for me. He came up short. He said, "I guess y'all didn't pray for me." Man, I like to die laughing.
Hey, I know that somebody's praying because I'm still 10 toes down. I'm standing up straight. But I need you to pray just a little harder because there's some other things that I'm trying to accomplish. And somebody pray for some things because I got a pretty nice phone call on my way over here. I got to keep under the wraps for right now. Might be doing some traveling for some real pay, but just keep it going for me, all right? Keep it going for me, for real. As you can see, got our bro. It's hard to say he a guest anymore.
He's not.
I don't even have to tell him to turn his cell phone off. He already know. He's like, I don't want to get in no trouble. Cause he's been here plenty of times. Mr. Don, how you doing, sir?
Man, if life getting better, I'll be cheap.
Say be cheap.
Boy, that's really nice. Really nice. So listen, you're gonna be doing a lot of talking this show because y'all had a nice little weekend, so I want y'all to, you to give some in-depth I want to say information in regards to, what the Lawrence Taylor Family Foundation is doing, what was done, and what's going to be done in the future. I know you said we're going to try and get LT here, but since you was there, you and Angelo, great pictures, by the way, great
Dope.
pictures, great pictures.
Dope.
Yeah. Great pictures, great. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna get into that. So get ready to, lay that on Mr. Matambo Coffee.
Man, I want to piggyback off Angelo because I do a lot of stuff now. The reason I do a lot of things that I do is I like to see other people happy, and I like to see other people's reactions to certain situations and stuff like that. So, like once we get into it, I want to see how Angelo received the night out.
I saw it in the pictures. I saw it in the pictures. I've been around him long enough to know certain pictures that Angelo take, he just take.
Right.
But there's certain pictures that Angelo take, he feeling that one. Yeah.
I'm going, and I'm telling the people, Angelo was supposed to leave an hour and a half after he left. You heard me? Angelo was supposed to leave an hour and a half after he left.
I dig.
We're gonna change the mics out, sir.
Slide a little, got a little. Is it mine or his? Okay, his. All right. How was sound?
Yes.
There we go. Again, people, Mr. Don Dace. Told y'all we was live, didn't we? Y'all didn't believe it. Thought this was tape delay. Everybody that didn't see that right now on Tuesday night, yes, tape delay. But if you on Tuesday night, we actually here. Right here, right now.
Right now.
Yeah, right now. That's what we are.
Here.
So finish on, sir.
Yeah, so when Angelo arrived to the sponsor and special guest party for the Lawrence Taylor Family Foundation, he's like, man, came early because he had to cut out early, right? So he said, I'm gonna leave at 7:00. I got a hard stop at 7. I'm like, cool, you know what I'm saying? So I'm monitoring time with him, you know what I'm saying, and introducing them to who we think that can, add value to Uptown Comedy and Corner and all of those things, vice versa, and who the club can add value to. And we look up at 7:30. He got 30 minutes left, right? Ain't no problem. He got 30 minutes left. So we like, okay, cool. More people filing in, right? He got 15 minutes left, right? Now he working his phone. His phone working now. His phone working now. He on it.
yeah.
He on that phone now. It's 8:00. He was supposed to be gone at 7.
Hey.
Right? I'm talking about gone at 7. He's supposed to be here at 8.
Had a meeting and everything.
Right? He's supposed to be in the
man.
building at 8:00. Right? So 8:30 comes. Right? Another Hall of Famer then walked in. Right?
Sheesh.
He like, okay, let me see something like that. He been over at 9. Right? What time you leave, Lo?
I really don't even remember the exact.
9:15,
It
9:20.
was before 9. It was before 9 though. It was
It was right
9.
before the event.
Yeah.
They was sweeping.
Lon tell the wife. He said they was sweeping. Oh, that's funny.
They were sweeping. Lady said, "Excuse me, sir. Can I get this right here?"
That's
no
funny.
problem. Good liquor was being poured. Good cigars was being smoked.
Man.
You had a host of Hall of
There's one
Famers.
too, boy. This man just walking around with cigar boxes. You know what I mean?
Just giving them away.
What? What?
Yeah.
I'm like,
So-
there goes on the picture. Look at it right there. Yeah, there go.
Yeah.
When he said Hall of Famers, man. That's
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
Hall.
Got Angelo right there. You got
Famers.
Eric Dickinson. You got myself. And you got Hall
Richard
of Famer
Dent.
Richard Dent.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And this is some like our family know this, but Richard Dent and I are cousins.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So we dug down in that family tree, and I called my aunt while we was actually golfing, because me and Richard golfed together the other day at the tournament, and we found the connection and where we was tied in at. The greats was the grandmothers. They were sisters. You know, so yeah, pretty. You know, what we say all the time. You're supposed to treat people good. You never know who you talking
You never
to.
know, man.
You know, so
And 6 degrees of separation. boy.
right. So Angelo on that picture right there. Actually, that picture was probably 8:45.
That's probably about right. That's probably about right.
That was about an 8:45 picture right there.
Hey, listen,
JT,
man.
that was an 8:45 picture. That wasn't no 6:30 because ED didn't get there.
That wasn't
No, that wasn't no 6:30. ED didn't get there. He filed in late. That was one of the Hall of Famers filed in late. Him and Richard came together, and just appreciative of being able to provide another lens for everybody to see the guys come in, fellowship and all that stuff, and for what they're there for the Lawrence Taylor Family Foundation, to help raise money for the foundation and allow young adults to be treated, you know, for these mental illnesses and
Hold
things
that
of nature.
info. We're gonna dive into it to y'all whole night. 'Cause,
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna dive all up into that, and I'll tell you how I was kind of like in my feelings.
Nah, don't be in your
But
feelings.
I'll get into that once we get to that segment. Right now, we're gonna take a break, and we'll be right back. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo.
And that's a cop.
I got something.
There's this pastor in Texas, mega church pastor, that actually just stepped down, resigned, and the only reason he said he did it was because of sin.
Because of sin?
Because of sin. That's why he's stepping
sinned?
down. Yeah, because of sin. He's taking a step back, and he needs to do a whole bunch of things. He said. Do you think it's more of them trying to take a step before something comes out?
Preemptive strike, exactly.
No,
So-
I think it's already come out. And when a pastor like that, especially at a mega church, steps down, it's typically because that those board members already know what's going on, and so they're probably trying to get a handle of
Yeah, give
whatever
him a
it is.
chance. Give him a
What
chance.
they gonna do?
Yeah, but yeah, he, you know, that money too good. They're not going to step down.
Was he TD Jakes' travel buddy?
No.
You silly.
What? All right, folks, we back, man. We back. Yeah, Classic Konversations with JT and Lo.
And my man, that's a cop not here.
Yeah, we're gonna let y'all know. Listen, Asacop probably ain't gonna make it tonight.
At this
So
point, right?
just don't look for the echo. The Asacop part, we'll probably do it every now and then, but don't hold it against us if you don't hear it. So we're going ahead and letting you know now. But we also, y'all know how in the media sometimes they have to come back and do, a retraction or a correction. We have to do a correction that, we actually figured Don was not actually subscribed to Classic Konversations, but during the break, he actually, showed us that he was subscribed, has been subscribed. He just pulled it up. He didn't do it right at that moment. He's been subscribed. So, we want to issue out first our thank yous for, subscribing.
You guys,
And then also issue
guys are
our
more
apology for, assuming that you had not subscribed. Being as many times you've been up here,
You would hope so.
You guys, that I accept that apology, and I'm glad you guys know that I have feelings. Cause we talk about this all the time. We talk about brothers reaching out to each other. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, checking on you, how you doing, and stuff like that. I got feelings, man. I appreciate that.
All right.
Nah,
So you said, I told you, said you thought you had feelings.
Yeah,
You talked about it so
God,
bad.
I had to tell God when I produced this show, I said, hey man, I got feelings, man. You need to chill out. You gonna mess around and have to wear some sunglasses at your show.
Too funny.
Be looking like a raccoon.
Hey
that
man,
ain't
real quick before we get to going, I meant to do this in the beginning, but I had my aunt pass away this week, and I know that my family is watching. Didn't expect that. But yeah, my aunt passed away Friday night. The youngest of all of my aunts, my mother's sister, passed away Friday night. So please, as I've been asking for prayers, this is part of it. Add my family to those prayers. Please keep us in them because even though it was expected, she fought a long battle with cancer. It still hits hard. You know what I'm saying? So didn't expect that, but I haven't had my moment yet, to be honest with you. So it's coming soon. So let's go ahead and move on before this show turns to totally something else.
Sending love to the family, man.
Absolutely.
that.
Absolutely.
Appreciate
Prayer
that.
love to the fam.
So we're gonna get into the LT Foundation. Y'all want to get into that now? You want to wait to the next?
No, let's jump right on
Since
in.
we was going
You know
there,
what I mean? That'll
move
buy
right
you
on
some
to
time.
it. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
See how he look out for you,
You know what
man?
I'm saying? That's how I take care of my boy,
That's your
man.
boy.
You take care of my boy, man. Give you some
Expect
time,
Nothing
man.
bad
You know what I
about
mean?
you.
But yeah, listen, let me just say one time, dope event. I really appreciate you, man, for the invite. Number one said that's his family heritage. We don't lead to the next shift about to clock in. Yeah, we've shut down many a location where we go as a family. And I tell you, and it's like even every last one, we like, hey man, we've been put out of better places in here. So don't y'all worry about a thing. But it was dope, man. I did have a hard stop. I said, look at that. He took up for MJ today.
You pull the old sympathy card. Okay. I know what to do next time. I got you.
My bad.
They don't know who's behind this camera. That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't want it.
No smoke. But dope event, man. I appreciate the reach out about coming out to that event, man. It was, and listen, I was supposed to leave at 7. That's true. Everything he said was 100% true. But even before we get to the Hall of Fame, we're just talking to some of these movers and shakers, man. Some of these folks of the other complexion that You know, he asked one man, "Hey man, what you gonna do when you retire?" The man said, "Oh, just sit around and count my money." I said, "God dog, that's the kind of answer I want to be able to make one day." And that's not what the man said. The man said, Don said, "What you gonna do when you gonna retire?" The man said, "Oh, just." He said, "Do something else and count his money." I said, "God dog, but that's the room I need to be in right here, boy."
Look, when
Hey, what?
hold up, now here's the thing.
Wow.
Here's the thing, and we've been knowing each other for a while now, right? So the first time I came on this show, people asked like, "What do you do?" Right? So Angelo actually seen me in my element in what I do for a living when we was talking about the people business, right? I know a lot of people. I know a lot of prominent people. I know a lot of successful people. I know a lot of wealthy people, rich people. And like, it's just the guy Angelo's talking about right now, right? He my friend, right? I mean, like, just flat out my friend. So I was messing with him because I'm pushing him towards retirement, right? The reason why he won't retire because he want to pest his daughter at work every day. He just want to piss her off every day. She run the company. That's what he want to do. He want to piss her off every day, right? That's his
joy.
That's his joy, right?
Motivation.
You know what I'm saying? He just want to aggravate her. That's what he want to do. So Angelo witnessed something that was so funny to me because I didn't even catch it. I didn't get it. So he say, "Hey, when are you gonna come down for a Braves game?" Right? And I was like, "I don't know. Just let me know. You know when you want me to come down and this and that. You want to finish it or you want me to?"
Go ahead, man. I'll just add to it. Go ahead.
Okay. He said, "We want to come down to a game." I'm like, "I'll come down whenever you want me to, you know." And he said, No. I don't think you understand what I'm saying. He said, "What games do you want to go to?" I said, "I don't know. I just picked something off the schedule and this and that." He said, "Well, let me just say this. It don't matter. My season tickets are yours, so it don't matter. You can just have my season tickets, and you just let me know when you want to come, and then you just."
And then he said, to go bigger than that, he said, because I typically hold my tickets until the last minute, just in case there's somebody like you, Don, that wants to go. I said, "God dog." Again, this is the room I need to be in.
So that's the theme for the night.
Yeah,
This the room I need to be in.
Hey, man, I was just looking like, wow, man. Then
He
he
said
said,
that.
Otis Nixon came in. He like, "Yeah, my seats are right there, by Otis Nixon." He said, "So that lets you know what kind of seats I got." I like, "Yes, sir, it does."
Yeah. So, as I said, I would love to have been able to be a part of the stores. I would
That's
love.
low and Otis right there.
I would love to be able to give my verification that this actually, confirm that these things actually happen.
See, look on the screen. I got Otis in.
Yeah, I've seen the pictures, man.
Sorry.
I've seen the pictures.
Apologize.
He's here leads to what you got to say, huh?
I've seen the
Sorry.
pictures. Yeah, I saw them. Yeah. Yeah. So just wanted to put that out there. Yeah. But getting back to what you said, he just said, "I'm just going to sit around and count my money." I know a couple of people that have retired, and I've never gotten that
LT
response.
daughter right there. Yeah, never.
Yeah, that's Tanisha.
I've never gotten that response.
She's she. No, that's another story. That's Tanisha Taylor Jones. She's Lauren's daughter. She runs the foundation. She
And
runs
you know-
the
real
Lawrence
cool,
Taylor
too.
Foundation.
And you
Real
know
nice
that
lady. Real
they
nice.
actually had the Lawrence Taylor, the football special. They had it on him yesterday. It was actually on the NFL
serious?
Network yesterday.
Oh, wow.
She was up there.
Yeah.
LT was talking about his playing days and everything and all that type of stuff. It was pretty dope. And I think it was like a little bit after that is when I actually saw the pictures.
Oh, look at here.
Yeah, I think I saw the pictures like a little bit after the LT thing,
So that kind of rubbed it in a little.
Yeah, man. Because when I saw it, I was like, "Man, that's right, man. This is who you gonna try and get to the show." Man, what? I wonder when that invite that we were supposed to been going to. So I finished watching it. You know, a little later on went. You know, I was grilling actually, and while I was grilling, I grabbed my phone and just flipping through. And wait a minute, appreciate at D Dace for the invite to the what? Yeah, man. Yeah, I was in my feelings. Yeah, last night. Last night.
But you know, I was outside because you know during. Yeah. I was outside, man. I was outside. Cause you know, once I realized I missed my 7 o'clock deadline, and the guy came back around with another set of cigars, and then he had to cut out and said, "Well, I want y'all to smoke it outside the patio because." So I had to step outside and check out the patio, Don. You know what I mean?
Because they had more than one.
Could have had more than one.
Yeah.
And then met some lovely people out there, man. And me and Don were just sitting there right after this picture right here.
That's me, TJ, nephew.
I sat
me
there on
and
the
Lo.
edge and I looked back and I said, "Hey, Don, that's Eric freaking Dickerson." I said, "Man, Eric Dickerson just walked in the building, man." He's like, "Oh yeah, Eric is such and such, such and such." No, Don was all casual with it. I'm like, "Nah, man."
That's who that is.
Eric Dickerson just walked in the building. You know what I mean? That was dope, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. Yeah, that was dope.
There you go,
man.
right there.
But we
That's
started
what-
off the night
yeah, that's
meeting, you know, David Justice and Don even had David Justice call. It was your grandson.
My grandson. They
Yeah, called his
FaceTimed each
grandson
other.
on FaceTime. And David, that was real dope, man. David just talked to his grandson. And he said whatever. The 1995 winning home run
Yeah.
World Series.
Yeah.
David
No,
Justice.
the
That's what he-
David
remember,
Justice
that's
that
what-
was married to Holly Berry.
Yeah,
Forget all
yeah,
that home
Holly
run
Berry.
stuff. Forget all that home run stuff.
Baseball, what? There go Low and Dave right there. Yeah. So what was?
The way you say that, him. That's terrible.
Yeah,
The
that's
way-
Dave Justice. Rookie of the year.
Yeah.
Braves Hall of Fame, 2 times World champion, World Series champion.
Too funny. Too funny. You know, that's how I was talking.
I tell you one thing, it wasn't me. That's one thing I can tell you. It wasn't me.
That's for sure.
It
You
wasn't
guarantee
me.
that, huh?
I can tell you that much.
Oh man.
But what's funny is I was talking to him. It's crazy how what you just said about Halle Berry, because I was talking to him, man. That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, golly,
wanted to ask him that.
No, I never wanted to ask him, but I was just, but you can't help but
Hey,
be
man.
like, golly, boy, you had Halle Berry.
I'd have asked
You
hey,
go right in.
Hey, man. After a
That
little
what you'd
bit.
have led
Oh,
with?
yeah. No, I wouldn't have led
wouldn't
with
have
it.
led with that?
But I'd have went there because, I went there. I'd be like, bro, you you have one of the best exes ever.
Yeah.
Number one, backing you up, man. She said she wouldn't invite either. She wouldn't. And I ain't gonna tell somebody to pluck me. How you gonna tell me to tell somebody to pluck me? That ain't gonna happen.
That ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, no, I'll plug it.
Angelo, Lo, you said something that was funny, right? And just to credit how dope these individuals are, you talking about these Hall of Famers, you talking about these people that have excelled at the highest level of their sport. Dave was like, FaceTime your grandson, right? So my grandson gets on the FaceTime and he looking. Dave said, you don't know who I am. Don't even be looking like you know who I am. But he said, you young. Do your Googles, young man. Yeah. 2-time
All right, we'll be right back. Classic Con. We good?
Hold
we good?
on. Go for it. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
you know,
we live, y'all. We live. We live.
As we're into this thing, I told y'all we here right now.
We gained some new followers too.
You know,
Some couple
you know-
of subscribers over there. Too.
Yeah.
Couple
I'm
guys
sure.
I was talking to subscribe
Yeah, sure.
to the channel that night.
That's dope.
Go ahead and let them know exactly what the LT Family Foundation is doing, that type of deal. You know, and you can tell what part you're playing in, other than for getting a certain invite. But you can tell that part if you want to.
Let's just keep it with the foundation. Tanisha Taylor Jones, she runs the foundation along with her husband Chris, and the team that they have assembled is so freaking dynamic. It is crazy. They are strictly to build up these young adults and to provide these young adults with resources that we need for them to excel and achieve on the next level. Every aspect of the toolage that you need in a program, right? So they put these foundations, they put these events on for the foundation, golf tournaments and things of that nature, and different fundraisers. I do think we have the link to actually go on the foundation and look, and then you can donate to it and all of that stuff. But you go from dealing with mental illness and things of that nature, then you're dealing with math skills, science skills, different camps. They run a summer camp for the kids and all of that. So it is hands down something that you want to be a part of. If you talk to LT about his foundation, about his family foundation, number one, he's going to tear up, and that's just him. And number two, you'll ask him certain questions, and he say, "I don't know. They tell me where to be, and I have to show up because it's for the foundation and it's for our young adults, and that's where my heart lies at right now." And you don't hear enough of that in the media from these people that have changed their narrative on their day-to-day situations. They want to give back. They see a need. They want to provide something and get that gap. They want to close that gap as much as possible. But how do you do that? If you don't have a lot of people working together, you're never going to be able to bridge that gap. Everybody needs to take a piece and step up. Someone told me today on the text message, you talking about me personally, you're doing great work and all that stuff. I'm doing my small part. I'm not doing anything great. I'm doing small things with great love. So maybe that's why I look like that. But I'm not doing anything great. Like I'm just doing, how you going to give a fish credit for swimming? Make that make sense. You know what I'm saying? You don't just fish, you're supposed to swim.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you're supposed to help. You're supposed to give back. You're supposed to reach back. If I have an opportunity to do something and I have the resources to do it and I don't do it, I'm wrong.
Ooh, boy, you almost made me say something. But I'm gonna let you go with that one. I'm gonna let you go with that one. I'm gonna let you roll with that one. Go, keep on.
Keep the moment. Keep the moment.
So the foundation, I do believe we have a link. I do believe we have a link for the foundation, and all of that stuff. So what we're going to do, we're going to try and get Tanisha and the Lawrence Taylor Family Foundation team up, and they can talk about the in-depths of what they do. I just support. If I see a need in the foundation, I just provide them with resources. That's what I do. And they're great people. I love them. It ain't nothing they can't. I put it like this: they don't have to ask me for nothing because I see the need and I provide it.
And I could tell you, I know that he said that LT, we got to get ready to wrap up, but LT says, listen, man, they just tell me where to be and I be there. But I'm going to tell you something. I know for a fact that this man is passionate about it because when I told you I was at that event, and all of you that know football and know Lawrence Taylor from back in the day, when I tell you this man broke down on stage to where he couldn't speak when he was speaking about this foundation.
Yes.
This is what he did. I'm talking, he broke down to the point to where he, you had a hiccup when you're trying to talk and you're crying and you that he was that on stage. The great LT, probably the greatest to ever put on cleats, was actually on stage in front of a packed house, crying like that, showing his passion for this foundation.
Hey, listen, and as he says, resources that he does, look at the picture. You'll see people on the outside. That's what he means by resources. It's people out there that cut checks. And when I say all the people that were cutting checks, yeah, they were, hey, Don. Yeah, I'm very observant. He ain't had to tell me nothing. I'm very, very observant.
All right, man. We'll be right back and we'll introduce our latest guest. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo.
And that's the cop. I know y'all was on my.
There's this pastor in Texas, mega church pastor, that actually just stepped down, resigned, and the only reason he said he did it was because of sin.
Because of sin?
Because of sin. That's why he's stepping down. Yeah, because of sin. He's taking a step back, and he needs to do a whole bunch of things. He said. Do you think it's more of them trying to take a step before something comes out?
Preemptive strike, exactly.
No, I think it's already come out. And when a pastor like that, especially at a mega church, steps down, it's simply because that those board members already know what's going on, and so they're probably trying to get a handle of
give him a chance. Give him a chance.
What they're gonna do?
Yeah, but yeah, he, that money too good. They're not going to step down.
Was it TD Jakes travel buddy?
No.
You silly.
What? We are back, Classic Conversations with JT and Lo.
And that's the cop.
Listen, people, as you can see, the cop is in the building. How you doing, bro?
Oh, man, excellent.
Hey, man, glad to have you. Good to see that you still kicking it with the silver, the platinum round, platinum around the chin. That's good stuff. You had a compliment. Let me see. It was somewhere up here. Where was it at? Somebody gave you a description.
I wasn't here and they made a compliment. No, here, that'll stop.
Somebody gave you a description. I'll find it in a minute. But yeah, man, glad to have you back. Everything good with you?
Everything's excellent, bro. Everything's excellent.
Good deal. Listen, we're gonna talk about something that's prevalent within our race. Something that I've always noticed, but I actually saw it on a show. I can't remember which show. I be seeing shows and writing down stuff that we could talk about. But we as black people, there's a lot of other races that are actually afraid of some of us. But then there's some of us that they actually feel comfortable around, comfortable enough to let us date their daughters, comfortable enough to let us come into their homes, kick it in their homes, hang out. But then there's a lot of black people that other races, and I'm not just talking about white people, I'm talking about all races. There's, you know, I don't want to get into naming because I'll name the wrong name and get us in trouble. But all races, you know, some races they're comfortable with some black people, but then with some black people they're not. And I've always wondered why. What is the reason? You can say corporate America. You in corporate America you need to have your hair cut a certain way. Being now the bearded thing is in with black guys. You know, there's some people that actually will not grow a beard because they're in corporate America, or they will shave their beard off before going to an interview, thinking that might keep them from getting a chance, or with dreads or an afro. We as black people, what do we feel? And I want y'all opinion. What do we feel is the thing that scares other races or makes other races uncomfortable? And at the same time, what do you feel that is the thing that actually makes other races comfortable with some of us?
That's mostly faceted. I think different ethnic groups are going to look at us a certain way because in America, I'm just talking about American blacks, we're not going to bring Africans into it, but when you just look at American blacks from the earliest days, we were turned into the boogeyman. You know, when with gun deals, anytime they're talking about they're going to take away guns, and you have some white guy in Utah with a black population of 8% or something low like that, they have this unrealistic fear that a black guy is going to come to their house and rape their daughter or do something like that, and it's taught. And being from the law enforcement standpoint and living in a black city, and I think a lot of stuff is by design. They just don't put it out there like that because you got to look at most of the black population is in major cities. And when the industrial age fell, we were stuck on the south sides of major cities. So any major city you look at, it's got a black face to it. And those are the major media centers. So anytime you look at the crime in America, they always say it's a black face. But the reality of it is we disproportionately have in jails, but you also got to look at the standpoint it's unrealistic fear because black people kill black people and white people kill white people. That's how it goes. But the way they want to paint it is like fear the black man. So I think where the unrealistic part comes in, I think is when on our part is when we almost purposely try not to fit in. And I look at this differently, and I've always said this, we made this motherfucker. We made America on our backs. Our ancestors made it on their backs, but our contributions we have is the only person that has more stake than the black American is the Native American. But other than that, there's nobody that has a greater claim to it than us. We have more just as much skin in the game. No, we have more skin in the game than anybody other than the Native Americans. That's all I got.
I can piggyback off of something you just said. When you're talking about that's a media thing. It's not really what's going on in.
You saying that's something that the media started?
That's the media.
Because it is a thing now.
Well,
I've seen women grab their purses when black people get on the elevator.
Yeah, I grab mine when white people come around. I grab my wallet, make sure my wallet's still in there. Who do the most stealing? Corporate American or the dude on the corner? Because corporate America steal more than anybody. You see what I'm saying? So corporate America, so then you go there. But here's the thing. When you talking about media, right? Escott made a point. So if I'm watching the news, right? And it's a suspect on the news, if he's black, they say a black male, right?
Yes.
Or white. They don't say it's a white male. They say a black male, then they give the description. Mm-hmm. They don't say white male, then give the description. They will just give a description without even saying white. So white is not even mentioned in mainstream media. Mm-hmm. So the next time you watch the news, when they're talking about different crimes and stuff, they say black this, black that, this and that and this. So that's ingrained in your head. So then you go and just say, what kind of world do you think you live in? the way you see things, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. So if I'm not looking for that negative stigma and all that stuff, I don't see it. I closed a big deal today, and I had on some shorts and a T-shirt in the meeting. Look at my hair. I'm not changing nothing to fit in with nobody. I'm me. I live by my rules. I'm society, you society. So we got to live by the government laws, but we make society. We make our own rules in society. So you can live by your own rules in society, but you have to live by the government laws, or they'll smack you on the hand.
Yeah, I think that's a multifaceted question. Bigger than, of course you got the media, and I agree 100% what he said. You hear that all the time. So you hear that as a police officer. You know what I mean? How the descriptions are called out over the radio. But I think it's so much bigger because you have so much over the years of how black people have been described. I remember when I used to live in Germany, they used to tell you how they thought black people turned into monkeys overnight, and they rubbed your hair for good luck, and what I mean?
Or you had a tail.
Oh, you had a tail. You know what I mean? These are things they were taught. And so this is what they expected. This is just stuff that's, and every country had those different things. And that movie Origin broke out a lot of that kind of stuff. Go watch that movie Origin. So just so many different things about black people that have been dialogued over the years. And, you always got to wonder where it first came from. You know what I mean? Like the origination of it. You know what I mean? Because how is it that we're black brown has always been like treated
Right.
differently, So now
That's
you
fear.
Yeah, but where's the fear come from though? You know what I mean?
Well,
It's
that-
taught.
Yeah, it's taught.
It's something.
You said
It's
it.
something
You
that
said
was.
it. It's taught.
What
Yeah,
is
but
what
it's
is it?
ingrained in the-
But what is it fear of? Is it fear of us being better or taking
Yes.
over, or
I
is it the
think
fear
yes.
of us hurting or
Black-
or-
black-
I think because we were, and I believe that we were the power structure at one point, and when it was taken, to make sure that you don't come back into power, we have to do everything we can to minimize you.
Huh.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you gotta
With
look at- yeah.
everything we can
Exactly.
to make you seem less than.
Okay.
If I break you, then you don't
If
have.
I break you.
You don't have the mental capacity, and you don't have the confidence to do things. Look at So since if we're just talking just flat out just racism, right? You can't really say racism because look at every commercial, it has a hip hop element in it. We're just not reaping the benefits of the money,
Yeah.
right? The culture is being represented. We're not getting the money.
That goes to my point of our power.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But I just had this conversation just yesterday. We, as a race, are the only ones who don't recognize and or appreciate the power that we have in every aspect
Yeah.
of the globe. You know what I mean? You want to make something happen, like you said. You bring in a Jay-Z. You bring in this. You want to do the commercials? It's hip hop. You want to do the dance? It's this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all of the blacks around it, but they still keep you down.
We're not
This-
representing.
It's
We're not reaping the
You been holding on for
benefits.
something. Go ahead.
Well, I say, and this is how far it goes back. You got to realize when Persia, Ottoman Empire, and everything
Right.
back in those times, when Northern Africa overran Europe and held Europe for large hundreds of years, 100 years here, 50 years here, 75 years, and the way they did it, they basically married into, I'm going to do a history lesson, but they married into all the European kings and queens. They married in those families. They wouldn't let the low-ranking officer did it. They made those families' daughters marry their officers. So they're ingrained in there. So that started with Europe. That goes back from the tapestries and churches and everything. That's one thing Hitler got rid of. They destroyed so much art that depicted Jesus as black. So the hatred is there from the standpoint, so much was brought from Northern Africa to Europe, and that just carried over. And I think what happened when whites came to America and realized we're fighting on two fronts, I think there's never been anybody enslaved and a slavery as brutal as what they did in America, because everywhere else they treated the slave like it was a commodity. And
It
when you
was
look
a
all through
slave
Europe,
trade.
and when you look it through Europe, anytime they had slaves, white or black, they brought them over, mathematicians, and they actually held different positions, and they didn't treat them like animals. That only occurred in the United States. So when, like you said, the mental chains of slavery still exist on a lot of us. I'm not going to use the infected term today, but there's a class in our ethnic group, in our culture, that the shackles remain firmly in place because they were never removed. They got them on urban reservations. Just like the Native American has never recovered to anything other than the chiefs that got a couple casinos on the land. But other than that, think about it, they're still suffering and nobody ever looks at it. And the same thing with African Americans, because when we were left in the south sides of cities, how do they do it in Chicago? You can go downtown Chicago counting money out of ATM and you don't even look over your shoulder. Go 2 blocks south.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
Here's the thing, guys. We were just at an event for the Lawrence Taylor Family Foundation. And I can really tell you guys this. The large percentage of the major donors did not look like us. Okay?
Wow.
Large percentage.
Damn.
Huge percentage.
Interesting.
Right? Our culture is worth so much. The people with the money want to hang around with the Hall of Famers. They want to hang around with the superstars. So when they go back to the office, they can say, I was with, and this and that. So if racism is that much ingrained, it's ingrained in corporate America. It's not ingrained socially. And let me say why. We just had an NBA championship, right? If we do the analytics and see how many black people other than the families, other players was in the audience, what do you think that number would be?
Minuscule.
What about baseball games?
Minuscule.
Football games?
10%.
Unless you're talking about Atlanta, that's the only two. Atlanta and New Orleans are probably the only two cities where
So how many teams is it?
represent.
So now we going back down the percentage again.
I just had to put that out there. Just had to put out
Back
there.
down again,
We
right?
show out. We got money.
You see what I'm
we
saying?
have to go to game
So
and pay.
if we're talking, so you're talking about social statuses and things of that nature, right? That's in every culture because a lot of people want to see me do good just as long as I ain't doing better than them.
And that's the thing. I feel that I meant to send this clip to y'all. I saw that there's this guy on IG, this white guy, and he was throwing numbers out in regards to welfare, robbery, murder, all of this type stuff, and he was rocking numbers. He was putting the percentages out, and every percentage, we were lower than the other races. Of course, we've talked about this on the show in regards to welfare and what people don't know. And this dude said it, and I was like, wow, I can't believe he said it. He said, people, believe this or not, but when you're going to a public school, that is a part of the welfare system. And he talked about the percentages of people, races. He was basically talking about white people and Caucasian and African American, white and black. That's what he was talking about. And all of the percentages was higher on that. I was thinking, I asked this question on social media: is it hair? Is it the clothes we wear? Is it how we speak? But the thing is, if you look at, I'm gonna use white America. We can use a whole lot of other races. They got some hairstyles that are scare the shit out you also. And they also, speak in certain ways that could scare the hell out of you. But as you said in regards to the media don't spotlight that. They won't spotlight a redneck speaking at a murder site or whatever. They always spotlight somebody that
Gotta have no business being in the microphone. That's what they find every time.
it has to be an art.
No, you have too many teeth in your mouth.
It has to be somebody.
Excuse me.
You know, you have the cameraman, you have the person with the microphone. There has to be a spotter that's out there going, no, not that one. No. He got
That's
on.
the one that's
he
on
got
the
on. He
scene
got on
first,
shoes.
JT.
He got on shoes and a button-down shirt. Can't use him. He got on a suit. Can't use him.
Well,
Bam. There we go. Hair bonnet. Come on up.
well, I think
Stain on your shirt. Come on up. Let's talk to you. But when you look at a crime scene that has something to do with another race, you never see
Look at that comment.
that element of their race coming through being on a microphone. Comment? What you?
No, I was telling Dwayne, look at comment by number one. She got a poem she wanted you to post. Go ahead, JT.
You know,
Yeah.
I agree with you, but I think it goes. Everything in America goes back to media. But where I fault our leaders, our black leaders, is the fact that they allowed America to put a narrative where they took the back of the dog and put it at the front of the dog.
You know why?
Because that allows them to do the things to continue to pass the laws and get the voters in Ohio and the Midwest to show the fear of the black man is strong, and they keep it that way because what's portrayed is gangster rap. Okay, what's like when Prince and everybody's in their heyday, they don't give Prince the same coverage they would give NWA or whatever. And in law enforcement, you see it from the standpoint, I told several times that story of when they had the Black Lives Matter. When I'm standing by Morehouse students, Spelman students, Clark students that are turning like tops. When we say go left, they go left. It was an organized protest. They went to the spot, they gave us speeches, they left. It was all organized. They were talking to us. We were complimenting them. That's all it was. When the news media, and I was SWAT commander at that time, I saw it all. I was standing right by. If you remember they had that one infected that was standing there. They walked through a sea of Morehouse students with letters on their jackets.
That's spotter. That's spotter.
Right to the guy, and they were standing by, and that's when the guy said, fuck the police, da-da-da-da-da. And it was a straight up homeless guy with mental issues. And that's the one that was on the front page, if you remember back then, on the front page of AJC, and they posted that in the news. And I'm not going to say the guy's name because I know him very well, but I was so disappointed because I'm looking at this, I was like, this ain't some shit.
That's what we do.
And that- but it happens all the time.
It ain't like now. Even posing these questions and talking about this now, this is just a script. I mean, like it's just what it is. It's a script. Everything ain't nothing new. Why do we have it? Okay, you said gangster rap, right? Or the whatever rap going on right now, right? It taps into your lower energy sense, right? So if I can keep you dumb, I can control you,
Like a shiny
and all that
things.
stuff. So I'm going to give you X amount of dollars. I'm going to give a certain amount of people X amount of dollars to mislead you all the way down the wrong path. You was talking about black leaders. Name 3 of our black leaders right now. I'll wait.
Hey,
You see that video?
you know
I sent
what?
out?
You know what?
That
I've
was
always said
ridiculous.
this. It's sad, but the biggest leader right now. Well, it might not be right now, but I said this before. LeBron James is damn near the leader of black folks.
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
He's the one that
No,
people are
that's
following.
what media pushes out because they stick to
yeah,
money.
it's a media push. I get you. It's a media. I'm Richard.
Hell
It's a
no.
media push. He can't lead his team. You're right, but at the same time, everybody sits on his word. If he came out and said something
In
about
fact, you
social
stick on the
injustice,
word.
people
Ain't
listen.
Nobody black listen to LeBron. I respect him because of what he does.
But I'm telling you, more people will listen if
that's
LeBron
just
said it.
because we got black leaders that haven't called out the underperforming part of our culture.
Who? Okay, I asked. That's heavy right there. Why is it an issue that we can't name 3 black leaders?
Because I don't respect too many of them.
Why?
Last
That's
one
the
was
point.
Hosea
So
Williams,
when we had
Atlanta.
well,
That I
how
respect.
many? Because here's the thing. Number one, if certain people stand up for what really is going on in this place we call America, we have to.
Faircon. He is a respected leader.
Yeah,
But we shouldn't have to be puzzled to name 3 black leaders.
that's the part.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying. I'm not trying to name them. I'm saying that's the problem.
but all of us have to try and figure out-
We shouldn't have to figure out 3 black leaders, right? We shouldn't have to have that problem.
All right,
Because
hold up, I got to be a leader. I got to be a leader right now because my boss has put that sign up. Hear it with that last line because hear it.
we stuck, just like that, right?
It is. That's why we're going to
We
break. We'll be
stuck.
right back. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo.
And that's a cop.
You got that top 5, bro?
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll be right back with that top 5. There's this pastor in Texas, mega church pastor, that actually just stepped down, resigned, and the only reason he said he did it was because of sin.
Because of sin?
Because of sin. That's why he's stepping
sinned?
down. Yeah, because of sin. He's taking a step back, and he needs to do a whole bunch of things. He said. Do you think it's more of them trying to take a step before something comes out?
Preemptive strike, exactly.
No, I think it's already come out. And when a pastor like that, especially at a mega church, steps down, it's typically because those board members already know what's going on, and so they're probably trying to get a handle of
Yeah, give him a chance. Give him a chance.
What they're gonna do?
Yeah, but yeah, he, that money too good. They're not going to step down.
Was he TD Jakes' travel buddy?
No.
You silly.
What?
The whole room will just take everything.
Hey,
You wasn't just talking.
I said, let me know when, sir.
let me know. Oh, we live. Oh,
The club is yours.
I ain't hear the claps. All right, yo, Classic Conversations with JT and Lo.
And that's a cop.
And we back, y'all. We back.
I was reading that. I knew
We're gonna go over the comments real quick. Then we're gonna get into that. We're gonna do it the same format we've been doing. So let's do the comments real quick, and then we'll talk about what's coming up for each one of us, and then we'll get
And
into
read
the
the
top
poem,
5.
Reed Rose, that's just been posted up there.
Bruh, do you know how far that is?
Oh, I wasn't talking about you.
Oh,
I was
I
telling
read
the listeners.
The folks,
Hey,
the people that liked and subscribed like I did.
There you go. Those
There you go.
subscribers.
Those subscribers.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
So what we doing?
Comments.
Who you starting with?
Your comments on.
Oh, reading the comments.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't,
Yeah.
You
Most
did
of-
one of my numbers, man.
I
You
know,
faded
right?
out.
I thought you were saying final comments. That's what I thought you were saying, man.
Yeah, do the comments, then we'll go to our finals.
Shucks. Let's see here.
No, I got one. Number one
Go ahead.
said the topic in regards to, the black folks and everything. She said the topic is always on my mind. Why don't you see Asians in black comedy clubs? Where are the black-owned businesses in Korea or Chinatown?
Yeah, good luck with that one.
Because we got Martin Luther King Boulevard.
Why you see stores and business in Korean and Chinese languages? I mean, it's their area. I mean, that can go so many different ways on something like that.
Yeah.
But they respect their culture.
That part.
You know what I mean?
That's
Yeah.
that's
That
the
part.
gospel.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the gospel right there.
Their
We're a
cul-
stepping stone for everybody in America. They
their-
come into our
their-
neighborhoods,
their
make
culture-
money.
their
As soon as
culture-
they make their money,
they
transfer
enjoy
the
our
gospel
culture.
their wells.
like you said, they enjoy our culture, but their culture is still number one.
How many times do the black dollar circulate in the hood before it leave?
They ain't gonna circulate unless somebody give a discount.
So we can't be the
It
one that's
started
talking
when
about it and
rappers
not
started
doing
bringing
it. You know
down
what I'm saying?
the black
Kendrick Lamar
females.
deported Drake. Kendrick Lamar deported Drake. That's funny. Meg is our number 2 leader. That's scary. But anyway, that was all the comment. Wasn't a whole lot tonight. I think everybody was kind of chiming in. But yeah, man, there's no black comedy clubs in Korean. That wouldn't have it. You couldn't
wouldn't
open up if you
last.
tried.
That part,
Yeah.
yeah.
Open
Talking
up
about
and
being,
try.
even if you did open up, but like you said, you probably couldn't open up.
No, you couldn't. It would never happen.
All right, Don, go ahead and let people know where they can follow you at and everything. You ain't gotta let them know what you do because you didn't do it. But no, I'm just playing.
What we this what happened, y'all.
See
They
what
say
happened was-
when you want to get to the meat and potatoes, right? You gotta eat some of them carrots too. You just can't just eat the meat and potatoes. So I'm gonna issue an apology, man, because JT tried to burn me with his cigar because I ain't invited to the party. That was during the second break. He did it during the third break also. So we get past that. You know, we all right now. At D Dace on IG, Don Dace on Facebook, but at Matumbo Coffee. Go get you some nice coffee, get you some Struve waffles, get you some steep tea, coffee bags, and all that stuff, and enjoy you some nice coffee. Supporting the different foundations around the country. 2 of the main foundations I support is the Steve Harvey Foundation and the Lawrence Taylor Family Foundation. Those are the 2 that I really, really dive in and I support. I know what work they're doing. Steve just had, of course, Steve had his camp, so he had over 175 young women and their moms out to the Chick-fil-A ranch he bought, and a little over 200 men he hosted a week after that, providing them with life skills and things of that nature. So just supporting our folks, man, having fun, inviting good friends to nice dope events. Oh, I did it again. My bad.
and I'm gonna give, even though he, shunned me, I'm still gonna give a shot. Listen, if you don't believe the man, go to his IG, and you will see. The man has pictures with the who's of who's who, for real. Go to his IG, and you'll see that the man is doing some business out here, for real, for real. Ask the cop. What you got, homie?
Oh, all I got is election time's coming around. You're seeing a lot of stuff. You're seeing a lot of people put stuff out there. Make people earn your votes. Just don't give it up. Vote who you want to vote, but vote for a reason. Vote for a reason. Just the vote, and the ones of us that choose not to vote complain the most. Register to vote. If you're not registered to vote, that's just ignorant at this point. But if you get out there and vote, you can make a difference, because don't be shocked. Don't be shocked if you're not voting. That's all I got.
Yeah, a lot. Oh, well.
Best line from the cop: "We are the stepping stones." That came from number 1 fan.
Yeah.
How about that? She said, next show delving on how and why Koreans, Arabs were allowed to just get away with what they have gotten away with. So that's an easy answer though. The same.
Government gave them the money.
Hey, they don't care about us. You know what I mean? Simple as that. They look at us as the lowest
Cattle. As
of the
cattle.
low. You know what I mean? And a lot of people still look the same way, which is the same, goes into the topic of the night. You know what I mean? We're just not looked at as the same by a lot of people. and it's unfortunate, but we don't take pride in ourselves enough as a people.
Share with your listeners, Angelo, real fast, of what you seen the night of, and you seen the what you seen for as the donors. What race was the donors?
Well,
at the
I mean, I said it earlier when we looked at the picture. I mean, the majority of those donors were not of the black race. You know what I mean? Let's just face facts. There were a lot of wealthy white men in the building, and it was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You know, and
so we have to do better
and
in supporting us.
yeah. And most of them, you know, very cool. How they would be outside that environment. If you met them on the street, maybe not. But you know what I mean. It takes rooms like that. But you know, it's one thing I say, and I'm sorry, Phoenix, but you know, there's certain rooms that a lot of times we don't get invited to. You know, when we talk, literally. But when we talk about, you know, the race issues and things of that nature, we talk about how black men, athletes, end up with white women a lot of times. You know what I mean? It's the rooms.
Yeah, the rooms.
It's just a lot of rooms that you don't get into. And,
Right.
you know what I mean? And there's opportunities. A lot of opportunities just don't come about because you're not going to be in certain rooms.
Understood.
You know what I mean? And then when you get in those rooms, you have to, you know, then it becomes about how you present yourself.
Right.
You know, how you conduct yourself. You know, a lot of things are allowed now. You know what I mean? You know, hairstyles like millennials years ago,
Right.
you've been looking at, you know what I mean? But now a lot of things have cracked certain barriers, you know what I mean? But then it just goes to your presentation.
Yeah.
You know, you can look a certain way as long as your presentation is a certain
Right.
way, you know.
That's what I share with people. I say life is easy when you come recommended. So when you come recommended, life is easy. So what I tried my best to do when I was supporting the foundation, and Angelo was right here next to me, I wanted to pump Uptown as much as possible while he was right there, because I want them to see black excellence
Right.
all the way around the board, right? It's not easy to run the comedy club that he's running. How many black comedy clubs is it in the country?
5.
There you go. 5.
Then you ask how many comedy clubs in the country. So okay, now we're
Yeah.
back to that percentage again,
Yep.
right? So I mean, we just have to, you know, keep chopping at it and don't give up. You know, you have a passion, just follow your passion.
So we don't get in trouble. Number one is not the same topic. Let me just do these top 5 real quick, because I was going to say something else, but we're out of time now. But the top 5 is if you look at last week was the pros, your NBA top 5. This week, I'm saying if you look at their college time, not their NBA time, when they came out of college, who would you have selected as your starting 5 out of all the college players you saw? Don't think about what they did when they went to the NBA. When they were in college, your top 5, 2 guards, 2 forwards, 1 center of their college days.
Okay,
It's different from their NBA days.
Oh boy.
I'll go first.
Hugely different.
Isaiah Thomas, Magic, Len Bias,
Nice. Nice, bro.
And another forward and center.
Ewing,
Okay.
Bird was hell. I'd go with Bird also.
Hey, man.
Like college. In college.
33-0. Teddy ran to that Magic train.
Yeah, and exactly.
I remember.
Magic,
1979.
greatest player ever.
That's Fort Hood, Texas. I remember that game.
And the crazy thing is, everybody that he mentioned though, actually did well in the NBA also. What you got there?
I'm gonna lead with Shaquille O'Neal. He was just unbelievable in college. Like no one could stop him, like at all. So we'll go Shaquille O'Neal. We're gonna go Allen Iverson.
Yeah, Georgetown, yeah.
somebody I personally like. I like Kendall Gill out of Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
The Gill was a bad boy.
Bad boy.
That's 3, right? So
You
somebody
got two
else.
guards.
You got-
You got 2 guards in the center, and I need 2 forwards.
Unless you putting Kendall at a forward or
I'm
putting
putting
a,
Kendall at a forward.
okay, so
Okay,
you got
okay,
another
so another
guard
guard
and
and
a
a
power
forward.
forward.
Okay.
You made it hard.
Larry Johnson.
Okay,
Larry
that's
Johnson.
that's a good one.
Grandma,
That's a good one.
Full grandma.
My guard, Kenny Anderson.
I ain't mad at that.
Yeah.
Ain't mad at that.
Took that from me.
I got you again.
You took that one
For
from me.
real?
Yeah. Didn't
I'm
get no
sorry,
invite
man.
and you took my point guard. What you got,
What you
Dwayne?
got, Dwayne?
Damn, I ain't doing good.
That's us. Okay, so me. Point guard Bobby Hurley. Power forward Christian Laettner.
Yeah.
Center. I wanted to go with Shaq, but I'm Akeem Olajuwon. Whew. Small forward. Small. Wow. He ain't got to be small, dude. He can be. I'm gonna go with Danny Manning.
Danny Manning.
Ooh, college was crazy.
Yes, he was.
He couldn't,
And-
couldn't mess with him.
Shooting guard, hey man.
He said, "Hey man,
I'm sorry. You know what I got to do. No. MJ, Michael Jordan.
Not from college.
From college to
Not from college.
from college
Not from
to
college, man. Oh, hell no.
two-time NCAA
Hell
player
no,
of two-time NCAA player of the year.
There ain't nowhere in
Man,
the world this
forget that.
college game. This
Yes, sir. Two-time NCAA player of the year. Keep on going.
oh my God.
Yes. Yes. Look it up. Look it up. Mm-mm. No. No. Mm-mm. No. No.
Let me see what we got.
Period. 2, 3. What is it? Let's like this. Let y'all see. That's what it is. Just like that. That's what it is. Even though
think he gonna be the logo of the NBA?
Look, even though he
ain't
was
gonna take
even though he was
it.
wearing Converses then, but that's what Dean Smith
All
did.
right. I'm gonna have to do some combinations. I'm gonna start off so I just don't forget. Small forward, Grant Hill.
Oh, that's should have took him over Danny Manning. Good move. Good move.
Yeah.
Hey, bro.
Can't do nothing. Pros.
Hey, man.
I'm going power forward, Chris Webber.
I knew there was gonna be Michigan in there. Period.
Of course. Of course. My man in the middle, and this is tough. Dang.
Because we done named the ones.
Yeah.
We took all the ones.
So I don't go another been taken, then I would say Hakeem Olajuwon. Because he was a man at University of Houston. But I really want to Patrick Ewing I thought was probably one of the best college centers.
Yeah,
of
me
all
too.
time.
I did. Oh, yeah.
That's
yeah.
really my first choice, Patrick.
Yeah.
So now with my
They said the sound is down. Can y'all hear us out there? I took down my YouTube. So
keep going. Okay. All right. My point guard. I mean, what he did at Michigan State, man, I got to stick with him. I can't go past, that Irvin Magic Johnson was the man in college and
Yes,
pro.
it was.
Yeah, it
Yes,
was.
it was. My all-time favorite player.
Yeah. And shooting guard. Sheesh, this was the tough one. Yeah. Because you got to try to separate the pros from the college. You know what I mean?
That was tough.
Yeah,
That was really,
yeah.
that was
Trying-
tough.
trying to
That was
separate
really-
them.
That was really tough.
Because Clyde Drexler he was considered a shooting guard. wasn't
Yeah.
he? I go with Clyde.
Well, shooting guard in the NBA, but yeah.
That was one of the nastiest.
I go with
teams
Clyde
ever, boy.
Drexler. Yeah.
Yeah.
Number one got AI, Dr. J, Kareem. LeBron never played in college, and Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan was a bad boy, but
Yeah.
Tim Duncan one of the few people
Ralph
I think had a
Sampson, we forgot
greater.
Ralph Sampson.
Now Ralph Sampson had a greater college career than pro.
Oh, yeah.
But Tim Duncan had a greater pro career than
Yeah.
college. As good as he
Yeah.
was in college,
Yeah.
Yeah.
his pro career was better. But Ralph Sampson was
College,
the
everything.
man in
yeah.
college.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
First time you had
Yeah.
somebody like that doing what he did.
David Thompson was nice too.
So, boy.
Yeah, David Thompson was nice. He was nice.
There was a lot of them, man. It was you know,
Yeah.
man.
Up here on-
To narrow
that-
them to
translate.
down.
That that's a huge pool.
Yeah.
That's a huge
night
pool.
fishing on that one.
Yeah, you
But,
can keep going.
the reason I want to separate because it's easy to put the NBA, but if
Mm-hmm.
you say what they did in college, a lot of folks didn't translate their college career
Nah.
to the NBA career.
Like, you
In
got
college,
Sherman
they were-
Douglas.
like you said, Christian Laettner
Yeah.
was the man in college.
Hey man,
But it didn't
as much as I,
Period, boy.
it
as
didn't
much as I,
translate.
as much as I hated Christian Laettner, bro, college basketball you can't refute what he did, what the dude did. Psycho T was nice, but Christian Laettner won too. Christian Laettner won back to back, bro. back to back, and he stepped.
But Bobby Hurley was a good one. Because Bobby Hurley was one of the
yeah.
baddest point guards in college history.
period.
Right.
Yeah, he was a bad boy in college,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
He had that college game down.
Yeah.
Oh, Honor Land said the Fab Five. All five of them.
All
You
five
throwing
of
all
them.
them in there.
Yeah.
Just throw it in there.
I mean,
all the running rebels.
Kimber Walker.
The running rebels were the real deal.
What Kimber Walker did his last year at
Walker
Connecticut.
was ridiculous in Connecticut. You right about that. Right about that.
Crazy. Them last 10 games of his career was cannot be duplicated.
Or I just thought about Carmelo Anthony.
Oh, that mug, boy.
right.
You literally but Carmelo Anthony literally took
Yeah.
this team to a national
yeah.
championship.
Him and Kimber.
Literally.
Him and Kimber, both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, got him to
Yeah.
What he did with David was incredible.
Yeah. With Davidson, you're right. It was basically Steph Curry and the Davidsoners.
Ain't nobody come see you, Otis.
Right. You're right. He had screen setters. Yeah. Let me make this shot. For
Just
real.
keep
for
running.
real.
Just keep running. Just keep going.
It's real funny.
Next week, who's I guess next week? You know about her more.
Young lady that's she's on the national team for rugby for the
Rugby
Dominican
team, yeah.
Republic.
That's dope.
Yeah. Flag football player, and she's on the national team. She's going to she's going to the Olympics.
Working on going to the Olympics.
Yeah, working on going to the Olympics. So we'll have her as a guest next week. It's going to be pretty dope. I didn't get to do my closing, but
go ahead, do it now.
yeah, actually it's not much. Still working, doing what I do.
Forgot about that
I
again.
need for y'all to keep them prayers. Oh yeah, that right there. We need to talk about that. Need for y'all to keep them prayers going for me because I'm dealing with some mental health issues. I'm gonna be honest with you, but I put on a good face. So I appreciate y'all for doing that right now. Not now, but right now. So yeah, man. Me and Angelo are actually going to be recognized. What is it? A Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award on August 22nd of 2024. Presidential Lifetime Achievement from Mr. Joe Biden himself.
Yeah.
Now, that's the thing.
Yeah.
That's
You
the
and
thing.
Angelo been that. Congratulations on that. Can I get an invite? He said, "Hi."
You let me out of there, boy.
Yeah, I might want to ask Angelo about that one.
That's all right. They don't include me in shit. They go to the golf.
You might be able to get a +1 because we got from now to August. Let's see how you act.
JT say, "Ask your boy."
Too funny.
Yeah. Dr. Cindy Williams, another, can't call her a guest, another one that's always here with us and doing her thing. She actually nominated us for us, and we are in there. So pretty proud to accept that. We're gonna try and accept it with the whole team, for real, everybody. We're gonna have them all there. Like I said, Angelo will let you know if you can come through or not.
Huh? You see me cover the microphone? Huh? Did you see it? Huh?
All right, man. So
No comments. No comment.
That's gonna do it for this week, man. We will be back next week. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo.
Can I say my name? Ask a cop.
Thank you guys, man. I appreciate y'all so much, man.
And thank y'all for all the algorithms too. I've been watching y'all. Y'all been doing great on the
they have been
algorithms
popping
today.
up. I
Good
saw
job.
it. I put it up on my cell phone so I can see all them things going
Yeah,
up. So I
track and
appreciate
field
it.
been dope. Congratulations to everybody made the Olympic squad. Congratulations to her. She made her comeback.
Shakira Wilson.
Shakira did her thing, man. So absolutely.
Fastest time this year.
Yep. So that's gonna do it for this week, people. We will see y'all next week. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo.
And that guy to forget about, ask a cop.
And we out. You dig?